God, this place sucks. So when you pay for the full month, you're not supposed to get dumped off of the fucking network. I am theoretically back, but apparently that internet interruption was brought to you by the fact that the system determining whether or not I have an internet connection is dog shit. Like, honestly, there wouldn't even be a point to, like, complaining at the people at the front desk about it, because I know that the internet service is more or less a third-party company. But God, dude. Like, I was talking to a Tizian earlier about, like, potentially getting an apartment or house, depending. I think, like, the funny thing about it to me is that, for me specifically, the biggest motivating factor to do either is so that I'd be somewhere where I can pay for internet that doesn't suck shit. By the way, as long as this is taking, I promise that even, like, just without the Soul Seeker, just the fact that I would have to put down the table to repair my shit, which, by the way, I probably shouldn't even be bringing that table, because I'm not doing anything with it right now. But, just the fact that I don't have to put that down to repair my pickaxe, it makes this whole process a hell of a lot faster. I honestly hope that they add more equipment to this at some point, because I would really like to get a bit more, just a bit more, mining ability. So I'm at 2004 right now, and that's with mining maxed out, and so far as I know, I have the best possible mining equipment. Though, that could be false. I'm not entirely certain. I haven't completely tested everything, but I know at the very least the Core Iris and the Soul Seeker are absolutely 100% correct. And we have 2 Topaz rings on, and that gives me a bunch of percent plus on my mining damage, and we have the Rusted Necklace, which is another 19%. None of the pets have anything to do with it, which is probably for the best. Oh, and Morpho's bag. I kind of wish that it allowed for the possibility of having different bags per build. Because it allows you to have the 3 different builds, but the pet is the same across the spectrum, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. I do feel like that system could use some work. Like, say I would like to have the owl on this. This is my speed set. This is just so I can very quickly move around. But I would prefer to have the bun on both my attack set and my mining set. But in that case, I would like it to be the same pet on 2 different sets. So, I don't know. I think what I'm asking for is maybe a little complicated. I'm not sure how the menuing would work. I think it's funny, just based on what I'm doing right now, just how much of the stone biome is already cleared out. This could go faster if I brought one of the like bazooka launchers and was doing it that way, but that would also require me to repair the launcher, and it would also involve getting less resources, because with this thing, every time that I hit one of these walls, I get a 1.5% chance for the wall to give me a free ore, like it just now did, commonly associated with this wall. So in stone, it's the ore, or the iron ore specifically. By the way, I'm definitely gonna have to expand that wall where the stone boxes are. 100% I'm gonna have to expand that. Uh-oh. Whoop, I saw that. Anyways, at some point in the near-ish future, I should almost certainly bounce so I can head to the grocery store, because speaking of tea, as a Tizian and I were, I don't have any right now because I don't have any sugar. And I need sugar or I can't make tea. Bro. Bro! Slow down! How about this? I'm gonna stop buying both copper and iron because neither of those is at all necessary at this particular point. God damn it. I'm not trying to sleep in his bed. That's rude, and I'm rude. Music box. Wood. Check out this setup. So this is my auto wood farm. It's definitely got some potential. And this logic gate that I'm standing on right now, I think is what I don't remember what they're called. It doesn't really matter. That's how I expand, because like the entire system here turns on and off from this one switch. I wish that there was one more equipment set too, just like one more slot down there below the 3, so that I could more conveniently do this. was I specifically did not want to do this on my speed setup because doing this on your speed setup makes it very difficult to follow patterns. Because the animation for planting the seed doesn't, it doesn't allow you to do it again too quickly, so if I'm moving fast, I'll go over portions of it instead of being able to do this zigzag where I put down 2 per row. Did I put one in a wall there? Hold on. No, maybe I'm just... Yeah, I think I just imagined things. It's whatever, I'm dumb. Thank God this is a faster process than it is in Valheim. Let's put on the correct set. Let's put my farming shit away. With all of this together, I have a 100% chance for an extra harvest chance. So that's pretty great. I rather like it. So the reason I'm doing this is because, well, I'm full up on all of that shit. Like the only thing that I need to be depositing the pupae is. Hold on. Let's go ahead and line the walls with those. What is that? 4 copper bar? I think I can do that. So let's say I want 7 more. So that's... What? 7, 28? Yeah, buddy. God damn it. Wait, that was on the wall, wasn't it? Which means, yeah, that I'm an idiot. Except that that's kind of weird. Yeah, whatever. So there's a boss chest right here. It's mostly it's just where I keep shit associated with boss fights. Okay, yeah. I don't know why, but sometimes this, like when you go to that menu, it doesn't want to let you navigate with the controller like I do. Anyways, back to facing wall and holding button. I think I'm just gonna start breaking down equipment though, so I can not go back to the other map so often. I wonder how much damage it would do if I got caught in that blast. I imagine not enough to kill me. But it would be funny if that was like the early game hazard is like touch explosive, get destroyed. I say, like, damn, YouTube's metrics over here for the stream are pretty intense. And then again, those metrics probably started over when I lost internet service because how shitty this fucking hotel is, bro. I'm annoyed at my lack of drink. Anyway, since I'm simul streaming on YouTube now, I actually really do need to go through certain things in my content to make sure that I'm not accidentally tripping over potentially more extreme copyright detection measures, because, like, for instance, I have a hotkey that mutes the game, displays text over the screen and plays the Me channel music because it's just perfect for those kinds of moments. And the purpose of that is such that if I'm playing a game I'm not familiar with, or hell, even a game I am familiar with, and there's a portion of the game that plays copyrighted music, I can just hit that hotkey, wait for the copyrighted music to go away, and then hit that hotkey again. But it's the Me Channel music, and it's Nintendo music, and because I know that Nintendo is, like, extraordinarily litigious, they love to, like, legal people, and it's the dumbest thing, because it's just something like that. But my playlist, the reason that we have the in-game music going right now, which we normally wouldn't, but the reason that we do is because my playlist also includes a couple of Nintendo tracks. Not a lot. I didn't really want there to be a lot for the same reason. But back when I was only on Twitch, I had it set up such that, you know, every so often a track from Ocarina of Time would play. And I imagine that the Machine Supremacy cover of Gerudo Valley would probably be fine. I don't think, because that's fair use, I don't think that Nintendo could do shit about that. So what I should probably do is find a decent cover of Me Channel. We'll use that instead. I think String Player Gamer did that shit. At any rate, I also had a deal going with Fixed Music. I say a deal. Basically, for anyone that streams, if you're curious about this, Fixed Music is a music label owned by Cell Dweller. And they had decided that it's totally 100% kosher to stream with fixed label music, which is awesome. On Twitch, it's as easy as just, like, you fill out a form that's like, here's my email, here's what my Twitch channel is, and they're like, you're good to go, cool. And the only other stipulation is it would be preferable if you credited the artists in the stream somewhere. So I actually have a program that shows what song is playing on screen. It would be in that bottom section that's currently empty below the game. Thing is that they have one for YouTube as well, but it's a bit more restrictive, and I kind of just don't want to mess with it. So that's just a long way of saying I need to go through my playlist and clear out anything that is potentially not compatible with streaming on YouTube as well. Because even though I still get, like, no viewership, I do like the idea of simul streaming to YouTube for a couple of reasons. For one thing, it does expand the potential audience, even if there isn't an audience really yet. Except for when I'm playing God Hand, because apparently I'm only allowed to be the God Hand guy. But I didn't even have to get involved. But, the other thing is that, especially with, like, the fact that Twitch has been, like, pulling back how long streams are archived, YouTube doesn't. On YouTube, it's just, like, archived. You have to worry about it. On Twitch, you sometimes get encoding, so if somebody needs to, lower the bitrate so that they can watch more comfortably. That only applies if you're a big streamer, or if you're pulling a decent amount of numbers on the server that you're going through at the time. Whereas on YouTube, it's just always there, so far as I know. The last time I tested, which was quite some time ago, just the fact that you're live, it just automatically has the transcodes available. By the way, that ball of energy that just happened is Ra Kasar's soul. I think that's how you say that thing's name. You know what? Don't normally use Azai's soul, but like Soul of Amaroth causes tornadoes when you do ranged attacks, and then Rakar, yeah, Soul of Azaios though I don't normally use because as a means of typical combat it's not very good. It's very good against Rakasar. Anywhere else it's not particularly useful at all. But the big reason that I typically have it turned off in normal combat when I'm out and about with normal enemies is because basically what it is that I think it's on crits only. Yeah, melee critical hits. Whereas this is a 3% chance on hit, on range hit. And this is on any hit, melee or range. So Azai's soul doesn't even activate that often because it's crits only. It's 10% of crits. So if you have a 10% crit rate, which I don't, it's considerably higher than that, but if you have a 10% crit rate, that means it's going to happen on 1% of all your attacks. If you have a 50% crit rate, that means it's going to happen on 5% of all your attacks. It's just so small, but the big reason that I normally have it turned off is on top of it being not particularly likely to happen all that often, it has another pretty serious problem in that when it does happen, it actually destroys the environment around you. So, like, if I were to hit an enemy and it were to spawn in the direction of these walls, it would do me a favor because I'm actively just trying to cut down all these walls. But if, like, say, on the normal map that I work on, it were to go across my my conveyor belts that feed all that wonderful metal to my big machine, that would destroy my conveyor belts, and it would destroy the line that I put up around those conveyor belts to show where they are on the map. It's not to say that those things can't be fixed. Like, yes, I can throw those things back down, not a problem, but considering that it has a downside and it is barely a thing that works anyway, I'd rather not fuck with it. I could have sworn I could see a murder squad headed my way, and I guess they gave up. I don't know what happened. So when you are in a biome, such as like right now I'm in the stone biome, just to clarify, but when you're in a biome that still has like active enemy spawns, then every so often you'll just get like a squad of enemies associated with the biome that just come out of nowhere and just like rush you down in a group. Pretty sure I just saw a group of cavelings headed my way. But then I went south, and I guess they gave up? Good. Okay, so earlier I was alluding to the fact that my Bun Bun pet was ludicrously overpowered, and it definitely is. The main reasons for that is that, like, on top of the fact that it's ranged, and ranged is great, you'd think that with ranged accuracy would be an issue. Funny enough, while it is, the melee pets aren't any better in that regard, and you'd think that they would be, but they're not. So, putting potential accuracy issues aside, the Bun Bun, I think all the different pets that can attack, i.e. anything that isn't the owl, has a potential skill ability that, or, you know, like, skill point trait that will increase its attack speed. The Bun Bun is no exception. It definitely has that. But it, like, its base thing is that it fires poisonous spines, right? And the poisonous spines have a 12% chance to actually inflict poison on hit. And its other base trait is that... Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I think I understand something that we did not previously understand. Okay. I'll discuss that with Viv later. Anyways, the other thing about the Bun Bun that is considerably more important is that its shots are piercing. So initially, it's like if it fires a shot, it can go through one enemy and hit another behind it. As described, you would think that it could only hit the same enemy one time, but that's actually not the case. It can hit the same enemy multiple times, which already means it's essentially doing double damage to one target, in cases where that happens. Furthermore, you can actually put in a skill point that allows it to hit 3 times. And with particularly large enemies, like Rakasar, like Amaroth, like most of the bosses in general, really, that means that it's going to hit the boss 3 times, so now instead of double damage, it's essentially triple damage based on what angle it fires the shot from and if it hits to begin with. So now, it's got a possible 3 times hit. Each of those individual strikes has, I think, it's like a 12%, yeah, 12% chance to apply poison. It's gonna apply poison. This one also has the skill point spent to increase its fire rate by 30%, which is definitely a must. And then this one has 2 skill points spent on some, I don't remember what the skill point is called, but what it does is it gives it a 7% chance to do triple damage on hit. So yeah. It's a fucking murderer. I had noticed that when I was fighting Igneous, which is the lava slime boss, Bun Bun was doing as much, if not more, damage than I was overall. It was pretty absurd. And yes, I'm gonna keep calling it Bun Bun. That's what I named it. It's also, funny enough, the first pet that I ever found in this game, and it had really fucking good skills. Like, the other skill that it has on right now, the only thing that I would say falls short of the quality of the rest of what it has is, it's like a 10% buff to its range damage. I would prefer that that was yet another 7% chance to do triple damage. Which means that basically on my very first pet that I ever hatched, I got damn near as good RNG as I could have gotten on its skills, and that was before I was even aware that there was an RNG element to what skills it had. I figured that that spread that I saw was all it was, like the only thing that it could have had, but nah. Every time that you hatch a pet, it, like, the 3x3 of skills that it gives you is randomly rolled along the lines of what skills it has. And if there are any limitations to how it can generate that, I don't know what they are yet. And I say yet like I'm going to do a big study on it, which I probably will. Emphasis on probably. Knowing me, I might at some point get curious enough to go for it. Hold on, you know what I just realized? Get out of here with that shit. Wait, what? My YouTube stream seems to have broken. No, like... No, I want to go... Come on. Why is it doing this? Yo, it's okay, so it says that I'm live right now. That's good, because that's true. Bruh. Anyway. What was I doing? Shit. I'm digging. Big old dig. I kind of wish that there was a way to, like, mass farm the insects. I like to set up automated arms that do, like, basic fishing automatically. I like the idea of spend resources to acquire resources. Yeah, pretty sure that all of these are just one scrap part, which is really shit, because they used to be... like, the ancient gemstone stuff used to break down into ancient gemstones and a scrap part. I am legitimately upset that they changed that, because I don't think that there was a particularly good reason to change that, but... whatever, it's not... I'm not running the show, you know? There's boxes on the water. Good. Shit. Hold on. Sorry. Holy shit, I've been doing this for 3 hours? Look, now that my health is better, or well, seems better. Knock on fictitious wood. Because I don't have any wood near me. This desk is definitely not real wood. I should, in theory, be streaming a lot more often. And since I do, in fact, love streaming, here's to hoping that that's true. Told people before, like, you know, it's interesting for me. I know that I've rarely ever had a particularly noteworthy audience while streaming, but like that's typically not the important part to me. I just like being live. And I'm sure that there's a decent number of people out there that are like, that's weird and doesn't make any sense at all. And yeah. Probably. It's probably weird and doesn't make any sense at all. Couldn't care less. I enjoy it. So what's the deal with this? Like, okay, so it's like a slime zone inside of the not slime zone. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. I'm not sure how I feel about those. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of that without having it explode. Because like I said, there are more benefits to me breaking the wall myself. Especially with the Soul Seeker. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to head back to the other map to drop all this shit off in the near future. Yeah, as a quick recap, the reason that I have more benefit from actually mining walls myself rather than them exploding is because when you mine out a wall, it has a % chance of leaving behind a treasure chest. And that's not true if the wall is blown up versus when you actually hit it yourself. I don't know if it happens when you're breaking walls with your fist versus breaking them with a pick, though. Couldn't tell you on that one. But I do know that when you blow up a wall, it never spawns treasure chests. Another thing is that with the Soul Seeker specifically, there's a 1.5% chance every time that I break a wall for any commonly associated ore to be given to me for free. So every time I break a stone wall, for instance, there's a 1.5% chance I will receive a random ore, iron ore specifically. I don't know why I said random. I meant at random. Either way. Don't know if that has any effect on sand. I know it doesn't have any effect on some walls that otherwise, like, sometimes have ore in them, or I know that there's, like, temple walls that don't have any ore associated with them at all. What's the deal with that? But yeah, unless I find a way to get rid of those without blowing them up, that's what I'm going to do right there, is I'm just going to trigger it while I'm on the way away from it. So it can do its thing while not impeding my progress. I kind of am surprised that I haven't run into anything useful yet, but I probably shouldn't be, because it's not like this is my first time to be spending this amount of time digging through the stone biome. And this is just the inside line. This is not past the train, which is what I've always referred to Gorm as, because it follows the tracks. Anyways, what I was referring to earlier about, like, when I saw the cavelings pickaxing the walls, and I had never seen them do that before, but back in the day when we had set up, like, biome spawners near home, right? And every so often we would come back, and a lot of our walls would be missing, and a bunch of our shit would be broken. And it was like an all hands on deck, oh shit, hurry home kind of scenario. And then we would like scramble to try to, you know, rebuild everything the way it was supposed to be. Pain in the ass, really. But I had never actually seen them break or attempt to break walls before, so I was never really sure what was causing it. Like, I knew instinctively the enemies must be breaking through the walls, but I didn't really know, like, what the game mechanics around that was, but now I do. So I'll talk to Viv about that. Okay, do we have anything else that I could just get rid of that... Yeah... those are really kind of worthless to me. Like, even for the purpose of collection, like, just cave bread, who gives a shit? That probably didn't really give me much of a stay of execution on having to return back to the other map, though, because probably what's going to happen is I'll end up with 999 sand or something else before I run out of space for the stone. Speaking of 567, nah. Now I'll definitely end up with 999 stone first. Or I'll run into something else that I can't pick up that I want to. That's usually how this goes. Damn it. Like, honestly, to me, though, the most convenient thing about having the Soul Seeker isn't even the fact that it does a shitload of mining damage and doesn't break. It's the fact that not having to repair it over and over definitely helps this fact, but it's the fact that I can just mindlessly swing and never stop. Because, like, in some situations before, you would switch over to, like, your fists on walls that you could easily break without any help. But with that, I would actually have to actively move to be breaking everything. Whereas with this, you can, like, line up neatly with a row of 2 walls and just let the momentum carry you forward. Remember when I said I was going to run into something I wanted to pick up? That just happened. So, I'm going to use this moment to go ahead and get myself a drink, so I will be right back. Well, if I get in here fast enough, I'll actually be able to cancel a conversation. Nice!
I still have not noticed you. Do not expose yourself.
What?
It was like that. Yeah.
What? What the fuck? I've never seen that shit before. I don't know if I would call it a skip with that. Wonder if I'll ever get back to speedrunning Metal Gear Rising. Probably not, because the community rules are dumb. I mean, to be fair, I spent, like, the whole time that I was speedrunning it before, I was doing it pretty much just for me. I didn't give a shit about what the community was doing, and probably still wouldn't. It's just not, it's like, you know, it's just not my thing to follow what everybody else is doing when I don't agree. It's like, back when I was originally involved with the game, the community at that time was, well, led by egregious pricks. Horrible, horrible people. Maybe not all of them, but the ones that I was personally familiar with at all were absolutely wretched people. Stepping past that, these days I know that it's not run by any of those people anymore, but I don't know who it's run by now, but one of the community rules that I'm just, like, not into and never will be is the fact that God damn it. Hold on. Is the fact that they allow use of DLC items as though they are not DLC items. And, like, the logic that they use for that is that, like, on Steam, they only sell the Revengeance version of the game, in which all of those items are already included. And while I understand that, that doesn't make them not DLC items, that just means that they're included now. So, like, now any percent includes overpowered bullshit, like an outfit that automatically gives you 10 of every other item in the game. Fucking dumb. Lame. That's not at all new game anymore. That's new game plus DLC. And I'm not gonna run that because that category sounds dumb, lame, and boring. So if I... On the other hand, even though I'm running with that limitation... if I were to submit my easy new game time right now, despite the fact that it doesn't include using that shit, and I don't do any out of bounds, my easy new game run is, like, notably faster than the best one on the leaderboard. And, I don't know, I think that that's funny. I think it's feckin' hilarious. And that speedrun is posted somewhere. I know it's on my Twitch, but I don't think I posted it to YouTube, because I don't really see the point. I don't intend to, like, participate in the community, so I don't know. I'm sure at some point or another it would get compared to the hard mode stuff, which was never the point as well. Okay, so that's officially not the stone biome. We are on the left edge of the stone biome, and I love it. The reason I love it is because we now officially have, like, a legitimate idea of where the stopping point is in a certain direction. So we're going to map that out so that it's a little bit more obvious. At some point, we're going to find these fucking items, man. Pest bug. Well, it looks like we're about to get to the rest of that slime field in just a little bit longer. I totally forgot that those, like, balls of inanimate slime were a thing. These right here. I totally forgot about that shit. Or the larger ones that have, like, skulls and shit in them. I didn't know. I forgot. It's been so long. Yep. I didn't even realize that these guys here were in this biome, because they were added after our stone biome was more or less already completely destroyed. Because see, on our main map, it's not to say that there's nothing left in the stone biome, but let's be real, nothing is really left in the stone biome. There's like a few tiny crossways left in it, and that's about it. Because of that, like in the clay biome's kind of the same. So until until I saw somebody else streaming this, after that point, I didn't actually know what the cavelings from the clay biome even looked like because I hadn't seen them. I'd never encountered them. We had more or less completely emptied out all of the clay area before that was added. So, yeah. It really wasn't a great way for me to learn that information. Not the natural way, anyway, of course. I could have always, like, you know, looked up recent updates and been like, oh, those are enemies. And they are new. I don't think there's any real reason to be breaking these down anymore, but there we are. Hey, those still produce copper bars. Ingot get. Ingot? Dude. Forget I said that. But yeah, while I do have other things that I'm trying to find, realistically, the most important thing I'm trying to find is the clear gemstone. Because, like, while I would like to have the plasma spark myself, I think, is that what it's called? Doesn't really matter. The legendary bow. I'd like to have it myself, sure. It is far and away the biggest pain in the ass to acquire of the 3 legendaries that currently exist. And honestly, I'm just not much of a ranged fighter. And like the only fight that I could think of where I'd think like, yes, this is where I would use ranged is Amaroth. But I've already done all the Amaroth grinding I'm gonna do as far as I know. I can't imagine any other reason why I would continue to grind Amaroth. Like, I've got, as far as I know, all of the equips that he has, and also, like, the figurine is done. In fact, I have multiple figurines from trying to get, I think it was the helm. Yeah, it was the helm that gave me the most problem, trying to get it to drop, because it just fucking wouldn't, dude. So, like, while I would while I would like to have the bow, I'm sure it would be a wonderful thing to have, I just don't typically ranged. I keep a ranged option, like, on my set of items that I like, this quick set, I guess you'd call it. But I'll be honest, I almost never use it. I'm very much a melee fighter in case. Like, I think anyone who's familiar with me or my content is not going to be surprised by the fact that, like, what? Xana likes to get close and hit things face to face, hand to hand? Weird. How very unlike him. Teehee. And then again, a lot of people just assume that the only kinds of games that I like or that I'll play or that I'll stream are action-oriented, and it turns out, like, just like any other person, I like a variety of things, and because of that, I will stream a variety of things. I will be honest, the inclination that some people have of, like, reacting as though it's somehow wrong when I'm streaming not God Hand, or that I like things that are not God Hand. Like, I love God Hand, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm allowed to like and play and stream other things like God Hand. Yes, that was on purpose. God Hand, goddamn. Aha, I'm a genius. Fun fact about our playthrough of this game is that the first time that I fought Gorm, I didn't actually know that that was the boss. I had the fire staff, wand, whatever the game wants to call it, I don't know, that I had picked up off of the Caveling Shaman. And like I said, I always referred to Gorm as the train. Because, let's be real, that's what it acts like. And I was just like, oh, the train is coming by. It just happened to be in the area, so it was like, throw fireballs. Wait, that damaged it. What? And, like, the thing about Gorm is that, and that I didn't know at the time, obviously, because I didn't even know it was actually an enemy. I just thought it was a hazard. Yo, 10. What? I definitely don't need that. But if you, like, when I realized that I was damaging it, I was like, huh, that actually showed me damage numbers. Maybe that means it can be destroyed, so next time I'll try harder. And so the next time it came around, I started, like, really laying into it, like, as soon as I possibly could. And then it got pissed off and turned around, and I was like, shit. I don't think it managed to kill me. There's not a lot of, like, times that I've actually died in this game. I don't remember it killing me. It might have, I could be wrong. I just think it was funny that, like, the initial attempt wasn't even really an attempt at the boss fight. It was just, I'm gonna throw fireballs at this thing that I don't think can be killed. Turns out it can. Who would have thought? Tin axe. What we got? We got a ring of rock that we can break down. But we're also gonna break down the tin axe. Or what? Oh, it's a battle axe. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I'm definitely getting rid of these. And those. Now see, once I get $9.99 of a valuable, then I will start to sell them when I get them. I almost considered saying Earthworm Gem when I picked those up. Good lord. Yeah, we're gonna need to put in another box back here real soon, so I may as well just get to it. There's not really a reason for me to put the ingots into the main box or into the box that feeds it back into the machine like that, but at the same time, it prevents me from needing to interact with multiple boxes because I am super lazy. Ugh. Oh hey, I don't need that. Yep, that's right. I came in here for an coin. I really should have a chest that I can put stuff in, like bugs into, that will feed into that one rather than me having to enter the room, because sometimes it's actually kind of a pain in the ass. What time is it? It's 2:28. Actually, is Winco even open? It's kind of a holiday. Oh, no, it's not. Yesterday was the holiday. So what the hell am I talking about? I told him to cut it out with my pickaxe. You know what? I'm curious about something. Hold on. You know, that might not be worth a shit anymore. I legitimately don't give a fuck about that. But blacksmith might make more sense. Anyway. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're actually done with this section. So we're gonna go up this way so we can start the stone section on the left. Does it really matter? Probably not, but OCD, I guess. I don't know. It's the method I want to go with, so it's the method we're gonna do. Oh, right, shit. I need to order Viv her Flex ID. I think here in the next, like, half hour, I'll go ahead and stop wherever I am at this, and I'll get that ordered, and then I need to head out to the grocery store. Because if I don't get the stuff I need to make tea, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Ow. We'll get to here eventually with the digging portion, but I wanted to go ahead and get the killing portion done with. Yo. Hey, sir. What the hell? Okay, now where the hell was I? What was I doing? Okay. I want to confirm that this does in fact lead to the other biome. It do, okay. Good. So, like, right now, I'll be honest, I'd be totally 100% down with just leaving my ranged weapon behind while I'm doing this, because I couldn't care less. Yo, what up, Mark? How's it going? What am I doing? I'm looking for Amber and the clear gemstone. I have my rune song, but my partner does not. She's been running with the, Fuck, what weapon has she been using? I don't know. She just doesn't have her rune song. And I don't have my Amber because she edit. Oh no. Murderers. Hey guys, where you going? Nah, I'm good. I'm not even going to be around very much longer today. I have some grocery storing to do in the very near future. Like, this also wouldn't require any trust because this isn't even our main map. Like, we have no resources on this map. So even if somebody wanted to join so that they could make off with our shit, there's nothing to steal. 850? Well, because I'm also, like, jumping back and forth between the maps. So, like, right now my inventory is almost full, so here in a minute I'm going to quit this game to jump onto the other map. And when I do that, if I do that over and over, that means you'd have to rejoin every time I come back to this map. It really doesn't make any sense to go through the extra steps. I do something similar to that in Valheim. I have 2 different maps. One of them is just like my homestead, where I keep all my shit. And the other one is the map I do all of my adventuring on. But in this case, it's just that the clear gemstone, there's only one of them on a map. And I thought there was going to be more than one amber on a map because we had found multiple giant mushrooms, but alas, that is apparently not the case. I do, but I'm using the Soul Seeker because I'm going to get more resources out of it. When you blow up walls, they can't generate locked chests, for one thing. And the Soul Seeker has that 1.5% chance to generate free ore when you break walls that are commonly associated with a specific kind of ore. And I'd rather just get the extra out of it. Dude, I got lucky finding the ancient forge because, like, I didn't realize it was going to be a hell of a lot closer to the core than where I was looking. I figured the further out that I got, the more likely I would be to find something as important as the ancient forge. And then when I was putting together conveyor belts and shit for one of the big deposits out in the desert, and I just happened across it. And then someone told me later, like, oh yeah, they're generated based on distance from the core, and I was like, well, fuck. So I literally would have just kept on going off into the void and finding nothing. I would say I spent more time than that. And then I ended up finding it when I wasn't actually looking for it. That was the wild part to me. I was at, like, I don't know, 6,000 spaces away from the core when I found it. Because, like, I gave up and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna wire up some of these deposits. But honestly, even with that fact, right, what I would say is probably, like, the biggest pain in the ass, like, as far as, like, a piece of equipment that I had to work for. Getting this core iris, this shit took forever. And it would, like, fishing is not fun. Fishing is very boring. It took you 10 minutes? Go to hell. No, I'm just playing, it's fine. But I got very unlucky. It took several hours. Like, I spent an entire day, and then, like, gave up and ended up doing it all over again. Ugh. Ugh. No. Get out of here. Yo, I don't have these eggs. Well, I guess that means it's time for me to catch these 2 pest bugs. And this black bug, and switch maps so I can deposit shit. Yeah, I want a little bit more to exist as far as mining is concerned, because I would really like to be able to one-shot the walls and the volcanoes. I don't know, like, I know that they're going to add... Well, it takes two. I don't know that they're going to add more equipment. I just don't know if they're going to add anything that's going to make mining any better than it currently is. Yeah, it takes two. In fact, so, like, my mining is 2048. Well, hold on. Mining setup. 2048 mining. I think it's just, like, 200 more, and I would one-shot the 2275. Does my pet have a boost for mining? Is there a pet that has mining boosts? Because this thing is just a murderer. It's just there to do shitloads of damage. Off to the machine. Yeon Grand Machine. 10. I love looking at, like, just watching my machine work. Look at all of those fucking arms, just, But yeah, yeah. I went a little nuts. And when I put down lines for deposits, I outline it in I used to do it in painted floors, but I do it in wood now, so we've got some deposits that are just way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. Are you sure? Let's see, necklace. Let's see. Mining set. Where's my stats? 248, 2048. It's weaker. 2014. I mean, it literally just showed the math, so I don't know. I mean, it's like it raises your mining speed a little bit, but the straight math, the 19% that you get from Rusted Necklace is definitely stronger in raw damage. I wish the Black Necklace was stronger, because then you'd get that slight boost of speed. Then again, it probably would turn out to be better just on the fact that I doubt that the gap of like 30 mining damage actually allows me to break anything faster than I otherwise would. We have so many fucking coins, dude. Worm. What are you talking about? Yeah, the miner's protective helm, labor suit, and worker pants. I also enhanced them, of course. But yeah, percent mining damage is just objectively better than straight mining damage, like flat mining damage. So the topaz ring and the rusted necklace, that's as good as it gets. And then the Core Iris is the only offhand that even has mining damage, and then you've got Morpha's Bubble Bag. But as far as a pet that gives you mining damage, which pet are you talking about? Well, yeah, I don't really... I mean, it's 9% mining damage, but honestly, because of that, like, this bothers me, the fact that when you switch sets, that the bag and the lantern are universal. I'd rather have the lantern not be universal so I could use the pumpkin head on this setup. No, right, that's what I'm saying. Which pet boosts mining damage? Because I don't know of any that does. The hell's a Samway? Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so we are on the same page. Fair enough. Our home is so fucking spread out, dude. But everything is organized, so it's worth it. What are my builds? So I went like dodge and crit chance on this one, but I went out of my way to get the Easter rings because they're HP regen and also dodge. And I go with Ezios Dash Feather because being able to get like in and out of good positions really fast is just way more important than anything else that you can put in this slot. How so? Oh. Well, are you using a food that boosts your mining damage too? Because like otherwise I don't see how you're doing that, because like my mining is maxed out. Okay, so you're using a food. See, I'm not doing that. But yeah, the rusted necklace is definitely stronger. Anyways, for my speed setup, I've got like the towel and the bikini tops are all the same. And the bikini bottoms and the shorts are all the same, but 6%, 7%, 3.8%. This is one of the reasons why I wish that like the pet wasn't universal, because I'd prefer to put my owl here because it has like another 22% moving speed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with food that is specific for mining. It's kind of unnecessary. Well, yeah, but like the owl has 2 movement buffs on it. So, like I put skill points into making me even faster. That's why I said like 23, because it's 22.6, so I rounded up. Why don't I use rabbit ears? Because they're not as fast as the ghosts. They are cooler, you're not wrong. They... are they same? What, 5% dodge chance? 6% dodge chance? Hold on, maybe I was wrong on this one. We'll do this one then. Let's see, like, does the other one even look different? Sort of. I know. I'm probably going to stick with the ghost one just because I'm used to it, though. It's not like I'm going to go into combat with this set on. Seeds. Oh wait, that's not correct. It's literally the same on speed, though. And if your argument is going to be that the reinforcement will be like 0.1 faster, I don't think that that's going to matter. I need more of these fucking crystal shards, man. What time is it? Oh, fuck. Hold on. I should probably go ahead and stop here. Did I pick anything else up? Nah. Worm! Take care of yourself. No problem. Let's see, is anybody, like, no one is ever live when I go offline, but I ask every time. Oh shit, Tapioca's live. Yeah, we can do that. Shit, why not? Alright, but yeah, take care of yourself. Blech.
Oh, hey. What's up, people? Thanks for the raid, Xana. You are actually here at a good time. Because we were gonna go kill the final boss of the game, and then